Got it! Thanks! Right when I started the video, bro, freaking mom wants to interrupt me. But it's a good interruption, you know, I've been hungry. So she hasn't been cooking for the past like couple months. So, I mean, I guess you could say that's a pretty good interruption. What is up, you guys? This is Watch Me Watch You back in yet another reaction video. And brush my eye because my eye hurts. Okay. So yeah, I'm back again with yet another reaction video. I know it's been some time. I want to take about a month, I think it's been since I posted reaction video. I wanted to take back and kind of just figure out what route I do want to take with this channel and what kind of content I want to put out. I feel like it's funny that right when I got back into the space of me wanting to put out content in this channel, a bunch of this shit just blew up. So there's like a lot of stuff going on in the manosphere right now, which is what they call it, which is pretty much like a minimist fucking vault of preachers and fucking like, it's just an atmosphere universe for men as far as them bettering themselves when it comes to money, finances, business, women, stuff like that. So you have Fresh and Fit, which is a new podcast that came out this year that had a lot of success, and a podcast that I found myself watching a lot too myself. Primarily off of because I just couldn't understand why so many women had such an obsession with luxury and lifestyle, and that they were willing to do whatever it takes to an extent and have these like crazy outlandish expectations of men to be like over 6 feet tall, strong, tattoos, fucking big dick, sex game has to be crazy, they gotta make over like $500,000 a fucking year. It's like, dude, like literally that's not even like 10% of the population. Like that's insane. Why do you think that you deserve that? You know, like I can't sit here and say that I deserve a woman that has integrity, that is has morals, has a bit everywhere, wants to be all for me, wants to be submissive, big titties, fat ass, slim waist, healthy, fit, takes care of herself, nice hygiene, pretty, nice lips, nice teeth. I'm a huge fan of girls that have nice thick lips. So nice, full, luscious, scrumptious lips and a nice booty to match. I can't sit here and say I want a girl with all that shit and say I deserve that, because I don't think I deserve it. Would it be nice to have it? Yes, but I would say I deserve a pretty woman that has morals and is submissive and all for me. Yes, I would say I deserve that. I would think any person that has a right head on their shoulders, that is a good person, would deserve someone of their counterpart that can match that. Okay, I don't want to get too much talking into this shit, dude. Like I'm just trying to get to this fucking video. So let me shut the fuck up. We're gonna start this out. This is Aber and Preach reacting to Fresh and Fit's reaction to their video. So let's start it out. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Today's topic. All right, seems like the guys from Fresh and Fit are really upset. We are better than you, period. You want to know about it.
They're pissed. He looks piss.
Right? I don't have much thoughts on their platform. Are they doing some good things for some people? I'm sure. I have no doubt. I'm not even denigrating that. We just came at them for their ideas with regards to paying for box and all this stuff.
It's true.
I thought it was full of shit.
I'm like, yo, relax, niggas, don't pay for box.
Even more, what I find really distasteful is you come to find out that Myron Gaines himself,
it's not true at all.
The so-called pickup artist, the master, has his own secret arrangements account, his own profile. All right, this is on the web. You can.
Is this really real? It's like
man's out here talking about don't pay for box, don't pay for box. It's on a website.
Is it really cap? This like what y'all think?
Alright. You
not to sound cocky, but here are some numbers.
Okay. Then you come to find out this man's talking about. Listen, if we
talk about himself,
we want burning.
That's like such a fucking.
Ain't that what they say?
Cringe,
right?
Weird shit.
You want to get their best, so you gotta
earn it. If he did that,
it.
then nigga's weird.
Come to find out, this man's telling girls in the DMs that if they want to come on the platform, they have to fuck, and if they don't,
and I know it aren't special.
Oh, you fucked all my other
feelings, going through all the effort.
You won't fuck me, then you can't get on the platform. So wait, you want to bang a girl who just wants to come on the platform for clout, and you think that's burning desire? And again, guys, I don't even care that he goes about that way to bang girls. Do whatever you want. You earned your platform. Go ahead. Me, it's the hypocrisy of these ideas. You preach to these men that they have to always seek this thing, that this is the way to live, that this is the best way, but you don't even walk the talk.
He's like
That's
one of those
I
like
find distasteful.
fucking like
it's like
he could be
Jackson
allegedly
talking about be faithful
could be one of those
don't
fucking.
Pay for box. Come to find out,
I don't know if this is even alleged at this point. This is like fucking. I was about to say the same thing.
Now everyone's gonna get up. Whoa, you
it's
know,
like a fucking priest that's fucking.
I don't care about the man.
Preaching about being holy, but he's touching kids.
Integrity in life. That's it. I'm not here about some scene. Oh, you can't go on this podcast. I don't care. At the end of the day, the truth remains the truth. When I came into the game, when I was listening to Patrice, we didn't call it red pill. We just called it the truth. These niggas is fronting on some points. That doesn't mean they're not helpful to you. Maybe if you're one of their fans, right? Maybe they help you with finances, fitness. Maybe even help you.
Alright, bro, this sounds pretty convincing.
But all we talked about were these ideas and how they were hypocritical.
Here's the thing.
You guys been blowing us up, man.
Yeah, you guys been blowing us up with DMs and everything. Apparently, Abba and Preach decided to make a video talking smack out of nowhere.
But I actually saw that video, and they weren't really even talking smack.
Didn't we talk about this several months ago? Like, why are you guys bringing this up like now? Like, what the hell?
And on top of that, wasn't he the one that was talking about Abba before? I remember him saying some shit about Abba, and Abba confronted him on stream.
We did both podcasts on the same day. The first
So
one,
technically
and then
you
I
started
came back
it,
later
to be
on for the
honest with
second
you.
one. I completely forgot about the first one. So I covered the second one, and then months later, somebody sent me a link to it. It's like, hey, what did you think about this conversation? So I rewatched it. I'm like, hey, man, there's a lot of dumb things that were said. Let me cover it. It's not that deep. Okay, this whole idea that like, there's some giant conspiracy is not that deep. But anyways, if you guys wanted to know, that was why.
We're trending, man.
Yeah.
We're popping right now.
But then I did,
Trending.
as always, men lie, women lie, numbers don't, right? And then I thought to myself, why would they bring this up now? Chris, can you show Exhibit A real fast? So let's see here. They got, let's see, these guys have almost 1 million more subs than us, guys, all right?
So we're the blue line.
We're the blue line, they're the red. They have 1.38, which is 1,380,000 subscribers. Guys, we only have 430,000 subscribers, okay? We have literally like less than 1/3 of their joint, right? And we got 20 million views.
I think at this point they lost like 45 to like
Very
50,000
interesting for you guys to
subscribers,
go
which
ahead
is
and make a
sad.
video insulting
Which
us.
goes to show that they are
Fact that
definitely
we're
wrong
like, it's because
on
we're
this.
hotter than you guys right now.
All this talk about.
And I
we
kind
make
of
so
feel like
much
they
money,
apologize
we're
only
getting
because
all
they didn't
these
want to
views,
continue to
these
support
guys
us,
are
which is
clout
pretty
chasing.
disgusting.
Bruv, when I came on your podcast was far smaller. I didn't care that you guys were a smaller podcast. I was like, cool. You guys seem to do some interesting content. I'll just jump on. I'm not the type of nigga who looks at people and judges their value or their perception of me based off of how many followers they have or how many views they get. We cover people who are far larger than us and who have way bigger platforms, and we cover people with 100 subscribers. We don't come at people based off of the size they following they have. We talk about ideas. If you think back about the video, when we said all that stuff about boxing this, it was on the topics. We didn't talk about Fresh's past. We didn't talk about him making press releases. We didn't talk about you paying for box. We didn't talk about none of that shit.
Dang.
You guys are getting so hyper emotional about this thing. It's funny to me. For so-called alpha males, you guys don't seem to have any control over your temper.
Our channel's better than yours. We get more views than you. We've been on less than you. We work harder than y'all niggas. We cut our hair more than you niggas. Like, yo, if y'all would have
We
like
get more.
roast,
We get more girls than y'all niggas.
Bro, you have no choice but to cut your hair, dog. You're balding. Your bald is being giving a buck with you.
Somewhere. And y'all niggas talking shit.
All
Oh,
these niggas are 40 years old.
Yo,
Old ass niggas too, bro. Like,
yo,
bro.
I wasn't gonna do this.
Wait, the hand symbol.
Yo, I was not gonna fucking do
he
this.
talking about his wife.
But y'all got me hyped now. Yo, I know you guys are not talking, bro. My man Abba looks like he got off a camel, hasn't cut his hair in years. Dusty as fuck.
Yo, bro.
And this
Saying he
is
has to
the
cut his
game
head
you
is
hosted on
years
right now,
and years,
bro.
but this guy over here talking has no choice but to cut his hair because he's balding. I find that pretty funny. You guys are polar opposites.
Obviously, I'm saying that's his style. I ain't gonna lie.
We're better than you niggas. We make more money than you niggas. We got a better fucking channel than y'all niggas. We get more views than y'all niggas. The only thing you guys got on us is you guys been on longer. But I guarantee you, next
Not
year,
anymore.
this time, we're gonna lap you motherfuckers. Because you know what? Nobody works harder than us.
Nope.
Period.
We make more money.
And that's the worst part is that I like to see.
Only
I
thing
love
he's
to see a
talking
black man
about
get paid.
is numbers.
Get your money.
I've never.
Get your money. If your views are
That's
stupid,
crazy.
your views are stupid. But if you're getting paid, get your money.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm here for.
There's not a single person that could ever say that we've ever feigned jealousy or gotten mad about other people succeeding. We move at our own pace. Yeah, we've been on the platform longer. Congratulations. To me, it's not even that deep. You guys are doing well for yourselves. Good for you.
It's crazy.
I ain't never been mad at a nigga
Just as
making
fast
money.
as y'all
This
made
is
it,
about
it's
the
just as
ideas.
fast
So
as
all
that
this
shit can
talk
go
about
away,
clout
dog.
and all this, you guys
It's already
really
going to
been so
show. Y'all
long
lost
and
like
you've been
50,000
faking your lifestyle
subscribers
for
in
so
a
long that
fucking
you think
week.
Everybody is chasing clout. That everybody wants to be with an Instagram baddie. Your whole platform is based around clout chasers. So that's why your mind is warped. Miami's fucked up.
You live in Miami.
That's why the girls
Yeah,
you bring on,
exactly.
everyone's like, yo, who are these dumb
That's
broads
why
that
your
you bring
mind
on?
is warped.
Right? Because they're all clout chasers. So you guys' mindset is all warped and
Not
shit.
all girls
It's not
are like that. Not
everywhere
all
in the
girls
world.
think
Not
like that. A
everyone
lot of
is
girls
about
that want
clout.
to be in the
If we were
nightlife and
about
live in
clout, do you think
Miami
we'd
and
be covering things like this
DC and
pandemic
New York
and all
and
these other
LA.
issues that fucking
They think
wreck
like
our
that.
YouTube channel? It's not about
There are a
that.
lot of girls
At
out
the end
there
of the
that
day, it's
don't
about
really
integrity.
aren't in that
For us, it's
lifestyle,
about
so they don't
integrity.
care about
Whether we
it.
win or we lose money,
Y'all dumbass niggas with the same.
Yeah, it's nice to have, but they don't care. They do exist. I feel like Fresh and Fit, the podcast makes it seem like that's all women are like that. But I would say 60 to 65% of them are. But there are a percentage out there that aren't like that, to be honest with you.
Period. Fuck out
I think there's a lot of screaming.
Yeah, we don't pay for box.
To be emotional about something that's not worth being emotional
You know what it's
about.
like? You know what it's like? You know, I love it that these guys
Pretty
call themselves
emotional to
alpha
be
and all
a
this other stuff. It makes me
Alpha
laugh.
male. Oh look, he just said it.
Yeah, it's like when you're talking to.
I was just saying this.
You know, you're talking.
I didn't say
you
bitch
guys
energy,
seen this
but
before.
I
You know,
was
you're
just
talking
saying
to your
that.
girl about a topic, and you guys having a discussion, and she's losing the argument. All of a sudden, she starts bringing up, your dick is small. What does that have to do with economics?
Yeah, that's pretty much what they did.
They do the same thing. I find it so funny that these guys like think they're alpha and 1% men and all this other stuff, right? They lack integrity. They get upset at the most random stuff. When I was on the podcast and they kicked out that girl, one of the girls beside me was like, yo, you're being emotional. She's like, no, I'm not being emotional. I was like, bro, like, why are you screaming like this? No wonder these girls come on your podcast and don't respect you. You don't command respect. You just yell and get them kicked out.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to demand your respect without you ever having to raise your voice.
Get respect from these ladies.
And with a lot of women that I had problems with, that I had issues with, that try me, I made that shit very clear.
Screaming, getting mad.
A lot of ways for me to be assertive and be masculine without me ever having to raise my voice.
But every episode I see you just screaming.
The second you have to raise your voice, that's when you get out of character.
Like women who aren't prepared with all these
As
stats
an
and numbers.
alpha male,
these ladies are like, oh, you want
that.
to come on a podcast? Like, sure. Turns out that 8% of all men. Well, how does that have a way to have a discussion?
That too, blindsiding girls that don't have any of these numbers. Why don't you bring someone on the platform that's a polar opposite of yourself? That would be a good debate, a good conversation. But I don't think he ever will.
Shut the fuck.
Maybe it helps him build on the persona that he's trying to build. I don't know. And the one way to find out, that's asking him. I don't want to put allegations out there.
That this man, like, even when
things
you
out there
watch
might not be true, but we'll see.
The vlogs that he does, he's like, he has this whole thing, don't lead with money. And like in a bunch of his videos, he's like, hey girl, I'm gonna shower you with gifts. Come on, we're gonna go shop for
bro.
Ferraris.
Why is it? That's another thing I noticed too.
If it wasn't for your clout, you wouldn't be out here
What the hell?
doing anything. Let's be real. So I find it.
He
so
probably
funny
knows that,
about
though.
paying for bucks. You want to know why this nigga doesn't want?
I think
to pay
Chris
for
called
bucks?
him an ugly ass nigga, and he just laughed.
He went to Colombia with his niggas.
Because I think he probably knows he's not an attractive guy.
They went to a brothel. He saw a bad woman, and he's like, "Oh wow." She's like, "Come upstairs with me." He didn't know it was a whorehouse because this nigga is so lacking in self-awareness. You know, he thinks everyone respects him. He's fucking goober. Okay, he gets in, and she's like, $20. He's like, "You want me to pay, nigga? You don't know a whorehouse when you walk into one. Where were you raised?
Wow.
I don't know how you could be a pickup artist and lack this much self-awareness." So he said, I paid the $20, I banged her, and I felt disgusting afterwards. And that's why I'll never pay for bucks. Bruv, if the first time you eat out is McDonald's burger, and you say you hate all restaurants after, that's not a problem with restaurants, or that's a problem with you.
It's a problem with your choices.
Here's the thing, the truth about this whole escorting and paying for bucks. CEOs, NBA players, princes, all of them, they all pay for bucks.
Because it's easy.
They pay for high-end escorts. Why? Discretion. Expertise.
Yes.
Okay? I don't care how much your girl loves you and all that other stuff. If
She don't know what she's doing. She's not going to tell anybody. She's going to be under the sheets. No pun intended.
She's not as good as other people. This whole idea of like,
you don't got to court her. You don't got to take her out on dates. You don't got to do none of that shit. Straight to the point. Here you go, a couple $100. Now suck the skin off my dick,
enthusiasm in the world. It's never going to be a substitute for technique. The only niggas who are this dumb are men who not had a lot of sex or men who never paid for good box. Even Kevin Samuels will come in and say, I paid for box. I paid for women to come with me. Because he's a real nigga. Patrice O'Neal pays for box. The highest niggas in the game, they pay for box. Not all the time, but sometimes it's convenient. So you want me to tell you that you working at your middle class job, you know more about what's being alpha and all this than the CEOs, the most famous and rich people in the world? Okay, so yeah, their niggas is beta because they pay for box. But you, right, working at the company as a minimum wage worker for their company, you think you know more about what it means to be alpha. Get him out of here. Just don't pay for box. Say it's not for you. It's not for everyone. It's okay. But paying $100 for a hooker and then saying it's not as good as a random girl I met on the street, probably not. You pay for shit. Sometimes you get shit service. You pay well, you get better service. It's not complicated. These guys talk like they're knowledgeable about this stuff, and the very people they admire pay for box. Go have this conversation with Kevin then. Go have this conversation.
The one they talking shit about Kevin, I remember
NBA players.
for the Fresh Fit podcast. He said Myron said something a little like,
you know, that was so
little
stupid
slight about Kevin Samuels. I was thinking like, yeah, y'all beefing.
Random pool party.
He wasn't really clear with it, but
this NBA player comes with him. He's like, oh my God, man, do you know where the coolest parties are? He's like, yeah, here.
It's
He's
that
like, can I have your
Instagram?
Can I have your Instagram? Oh man, we fucked the same girl? Oh my god, we was in the same pussy?
Yo,
bro, I got a
story.
I got a mansion party tomorrow. Why don't you come over and we gonna get it lit?
So the guy, hold on. So the guy that was looking for the hottest party happens to have a mansion party the next. Get the fuck out of here with your bogus ass.
So he needed your help to find a party in town, but he got a mansion party with 50 girls that are rolling through. And let me ask you,
Bro.
Let me ask you, in this made-up scenario where you're capping the fuck out of possibilities, you want me to believe that this man had 50 girls and none of them were paid? You think that these girls that you banged there, supposedly, that you had all three, but you didn't want a threesome because you wanted to go one at a time because you were too awkward enough? You want me to believe that these girls had burning desire for you? Of course not. They wanted to fuck the NBA player.
Yeah, come on,
They
bro.
didn't
No,
want
they
to get
didn't.
around with you. But you think none of these girls are paid? They pay for box. All these guys, these high value men, they all pay for box. So, man, listen. You guys trust whoever want to trust. Follow whoever want to follow. I don't even think I need to play the rest of the video.
Yeah. Well, I know what I would believe and I know what I would think about this. I just don't really think. I mean, I'm still gonna probably watch the Fresh and Fit podcast, but I just watch it for the entertainment. I don't watch it for advice. I don't watch it for any of that. I watch it for entertainment, and I watch it because I do like to see why girls think the way they do, as far as them expecting all these men out here. They think that all these niggas are fucking and getting pussy when a lot of them aren't, and they think that a lot of them have all this money. There's plenty of men out here that make over 6 figures when there isn't. And they just have this jaded mindset because on social media they see their favorite Instagram model with all this bread, or they see their favorite rapper's girlfriend being dazzled down in luxury, and they think that that should be them. So they think that that's the new standard, and there is no middle ground. You're either that or you are a bum ass nigga. You feel me? There is no nigga that's in between, and it's sad. That's just what it is, and it's what it came down to. So the Fresh and Fit podcast exposed that. I think with that podcast, could be, I'm not saying it is, but it could be becoming clear and evident, quote unquote, that this is just something that's like the right message, but from the wrong messengers. You feel me? Like, there's people that are just preaching this stuff that possibly aren't even doing anything that they're preaching, going completely against it. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people pay for box, bro. A lot of people do. It happens all the time. Yeah. It happens all the time, but people, it's for the convenience, it's for the discretion, like they said, so people won't be out here telling people. It's for a lot of that shit, but I don't know, man, it is what it is. But that being said, I got another video about this, and we're reacting soon too from Albie and Preach. But appreciate you guys for watching, for tuning in. This is Watch Me Watch You from $1 Million Dream signing out. We got another video. If you're not following, just what are you doing? I'm out.
5, 4, 3, 2, that's time.